Friends, we have made it. Congratulations! This is day 6 and the final day of Find Your Inner Dancer Challenge. I'm Rose and today is a wonderful tutorial to truly find your version of dancer's pose, and I can't wait for it. If you are coming to do this practice without having done anything before, like a yoga practice or one of the other days, then I would really suggest to go back and maybe do one of them, or just pause the video and take 5 or 10 minutes just to kind of warm your body up, as this is a full tutorial for dancer's pose. If you have a strap or a dressing gown belt maybe close by, then I would go and grab that as well, and a chair perhaps just for a little bit of support. And I can't wait to find your inner dancer. Let's get going. Dancer's pose, welcome. This is one of my favourite standing balances. I'm not sure if it's because I'm a dancer, maybe, but for me it feels really grounding and opening at the same time. It's really empowering, and there's so many different versions that you can find to find your version. It's also known as Lord of the Dance pose, and in Sanskrit it's called Natarajasana. There's so much stuff that you can look up about the history and philosophy of this pose, so please do. It opens the chest and the shoulders. It is good for improving balance and also boosting focus and concentration. It strengthens the back and the legs and the ankles, and it also opens the whole of the front of the body. So every practice that we've done up until this point has hopefully done that to your body to get you to now. So I hope you're nice and warm, and let's get going, lovely people. Okay, so come to stand anywhere on your mat, and we're just going to start by doing our little picking the toes off as we did in our standing balances practice. So we're just grounding through the feet, finding our Pada Bandha, making sure the tailbone is lovely and long, core is engaged, and feel that lovely flush of energy up the front of the body. And then looping over the head and grounding through the back of the body. Ground into your right foot first, so start to shift your weight into your right foot, just softening that right knee a little bit here. And then we're going to draw our left heel to our bum as we take hold of our left foot. If you have a chair in front that you want to come to hold on to just to support, maybe the wall, I'm going to use the wall here. And we're just nice and gently drawing our heel towards our sit bones here. So just warming up the front of the body, and this is a little proprietary pose to get us into dancer's pose. Again, just soften into that right knee, and if we can, we're just aiming to keep the knees nice and parallel here as the tailbone is tucked under. Lovely. Draw the shoulder blades down. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring the left foot down, and we'll come to the other side straight away. So start to shift the weight into your left foot now. Soften into that left knee, and then on an inhale, we're drawing the right heel towards the sit bone this time to take hold of the foot. You can come to it with both hands maybe if that feels good, or again, just take hold of a chair. Ooh, any bit of support. Ooh, any bit of support. Looks like I need that chair. Somebody pass me a chair. And we're bringing, if we can, the knees to be nice and parallel, and drawing the heel towards our bum, tailbone tucked nice and under. Seeing if we can open across the chest. And then when you're ready, just releasing that foot down, have a little bit of a wiggle. And then here we go. We're going to transfer our weight into our right foot again now. So all of those little adjustments that we had to do last time, have a little rock and roll forward and back, and soften into that right knee. Again, come to your wall or your chair. I am doing this time. And then we're going to bend our knee and draw our heel towards our sit bone. Good. Now from here, you can either keep hold of the outside of the foot, Or this is my personal favourite, to bring my hand to the inside of the foot. It seems to give me a little bit more opening across the chest, a little bit more of an external rotation of the arm. But here is also a really great place to be. Have a feel around with what feels best for you. And then when you get there, maybe give the sole of the foot a little bit of a massage with the thumb. Good, and just to teach into our dancer's pose here, hand can either come to wall or chair, can come to our underneath leg also, or stretch up to the sky here. So there's a few options. Again, take whichever feels good for you. And we're going to kick our foot into our hand here at the same time as drawing our hand back into our foot, and see if that raises your leg any amount. So maybe straight away you can start to feel your body tip forward. This is completely normal. It should kind of happen at the same time. But one thing to note is don't think of diving forward with the body. We're thinking of lifting up and out. So as we kick the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot, and we start to expand and the foot maybe lifts to the sky a little bit, the body can then just naturally tilt forward as we start to follow the hand down. Now we're kind of aiming, again, not to be diving towards the floor, and for the chest to be nice and lifted here. This is where we get our expansion across our chest. So these are just a few little teaching cues to get us in there. As soon as we start and we're drawing the foot, the heel towards the bum, just take a moment to find your drishti, which is your focal point. So maybe somewhere on the wall in front of you is a really good place, because we're thinking of being up instead of down. As soon as you take it down, you're going to end up nose diving into the floor. So here we go. If you find that reaching the foot is really difficult, this is where our trusty strap comes in. So you can either make a loop, oh, I already have one here, in your yoga strap, or just grab a belt, just nice dressing gown one, and just holding on to something. We're just going to loop it around our foot to take hold of the long bit here. This just closes the gap between our hand and our foot if you feel that it's really difficult to reach. Again, we're aiming to start with knees together and tailbone tucked under, so glutes are engaged. As we inhale, we're thinking of lifting up and out of our body, so almost up and out of the floor. And then as we exhale, again, think of pulling on the strap this time as you kick the foot to the back and see if it starts to raise to the sky any amount. You can take as much of a soften in that supporting leg here, if that is going to help you. Maybe you want it straight, keep those back toes nice and active, and think of lifting the chest to the sky. If the hand doesn't feel good here at all, you can bring it nice and parallel, or maybe even to your underneath leg for a bit more support. This is a really great position to have a chair as well. And you'll start to feel that expansion across that left shoulder. Good, we're using that Pada Bandha through the feet. And to release here, we're just nice and controlled, bringing the leg down. As we release the strap, you can reach the arms up and then draw them down to your heart at the very end, just to come to a little bit of stillness. And that is our dancer's pose on one side. Let's come to the other side just to even out. Again, please pause this video at any point if you want to have more of a play around with what feels nice in your body. There's so many different options, and of course what works for my body is and probably will be completely different for yours, and just know that that's okay. It's the way it feels for yourself and your body, so just honour that always, friends. I'm an advocate for honouring your own body. And here we go, we'll come to the other side now. So holding onto the wall where you need to, tucking the tailbone under, start to shift the weight into the left foot this time. And then we'll draw the right heel to the right sit bone. Good, lovely. Again, just deciding where your hand wants to be. Maybe it's different on this side. If it is, this is great. Give the sole of the foot a little massage now. And then think of elongating up through the top of the head first as we inhale in. And then as we exhale, start to kick the foot into the hand and the hand back into the foot and see if it raises the foot to the sky. Whee! Feel the wobble, there will be loads. Good, finding your drishti, your focal point. We're aiming, if we can, to keep that back knee dialed down towards the floor so both hips are nice and parallel. And then to release, we're trying to slowly control it down as we release the leg. Inhale to reach the arms up, smile at the sun. And then exhale to draw them down. Oh, feels lovely. I hope it feels lovely for you too. We have another option here for our dancer's pose. If you're working on this challenge for a while perhaps, and the shoulders are really open and the leg and the foot starts to come really high to the sky. This is another option here. So we're taking a little loop in our strap and taking it round our foot. This is coming into more of a king dancer pose where both hands are reaching back to the foot. All of the same cues to come into it. So tailbone is nice and long, tucking that pelvis underneath. Shoulders traveling down the back. Take an inhale first to lift up and out of the floor. And then as you exhale, start to kick the foot back again as we pull on the strap. And then from here, you can draw your hand down the strap a little bit to bring the elbow up to the sky. Good, lovely. Again, you can reach the right hand back, and this is coming into a king dancer pose. And over time, maybe creeping the hands back a little bit. This requires a lot more opening in the shoulders. As you can see, mine are not there yet either. And remember to breathe. And then when you're ready, you can just release the grip on the strap to bring the foot down. Make sure it's nice and safe. Have a good wiggle. And then try on the other side. Maybe in time, being able to reach the foot over with the hand. Maybe not. I'm absolutely not there yet. But yes, this is your dancer's pose. There's so many variations of this. And, you know, don't worry what it looks like. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It's how it feels. It should feel light and open and empowering. It should feel strong in your foundations, but lovely and dancey on top. So I hope that you have a wonderful time figuring out what your version is. Use as many props as you need, use chairs, use the wall, use as many straps as you need. And I would love to see and hear about anyone's journey. Please let me know and make it feel good for you. Take pictures, see your progress, pat yourself on the back and honour your body and your inner dancer. Thank you so much for joining me for my first 6-day challenge. I hope that you've loved it. There's way more to come. So please write in the comments if maybe you want to work towards a different pose and I can start to record and post something like that. But thank you so much. Subscribe if you like to see more. Share to loads of other people. And from my heart to yours and from my home to yours, namaste.